Hello, Wizard Blades. I think that I've solved the problem of my Dicky camera clamp. I'll show you the thing in a minute whilst I'm holding the camera together and then draw a little diagram as to what the problem was. But that means now I can leave the camera alone and do some filming. I lost the filming of constructing Sepp's stacky fire thing, and I lost the making of my stressed Y-fork bed because of these battery contacts. And what's happened is that every time you leave it alone, the little door opens that holds the batteries in. It just does that. So now I put a little bracket underneath, which means I've still used the same camera. I've got to buy another one. And so far, it's staying on. So I'll just draw a little diagram and show you what I've done. Okay. So what's happening was, if you can have a look on the side of the camera body, there it was with a button up here, the battery clamp was sort of a hinged door, and if you looked at the door from above, you had this sort of square plate with the 4 contacts, the 4 batteries that went up inside, and there was 3 clips, sort of like there, there and there, that once you swung it up inside would retain at the bottom of the camera. Well, it's getting to the point when only the one that you got to look at it, the slidey bit you put your thumb on, you imagine you've got a little clip that goes like that, that was the only one that's left. The other 2 had just sheared off. So what was happening was, the slidey bit was the middle-ish sort of one, sort of here, and even when it was shut, my battery thing looked like that, sort of open. So it didn't take long for the batteries to move down and lose a contact up here. So what I've done is, I've got a piece of metal. Here's our camera. Got the camera. I've made a piece of metal that goes underneath like that. So when you put a tripod on with the screw, this whole plate closes the battery cover. So that means as long as I can hold the camera on one of these, you know, these gorilla looking ones, as long as I've got that at the bottom of the camera, through that screw thread thing up into the tripod mount, and then this piece of metal, this plate, would clamp the bottom of the camera, thereby shutting the door and stopping my fall. So that means, hurrah, I can carry on and do filming with just this camera. So I'll show you the little plate now. Nice. And sure enough, because I've took the clamp off, this is now my second time of filming this. Okay, this piece of metal used to be a part of my sander. Okay, so it was a sort of triangular thing out here somewhere. So I've cut that off, rounded it, offered up the guard piece of metal here to the bottom of the camera, bullseyed where the tripod mount is, you know, a little threaded insert on the bottom of the camera, drilled a, I think it's about a 7 or 8 mil hole, so there's plenty of room for a tripod screwy tappy holey thingy to go up inside it. And then this sits looking forward like that, so the back of the camera is here on this lip, and then obviously by screwing a tripod up inside, this now holds that shut. Hurrah! And as long as I can squish the camera together like I'm doing now, it'll work. So, hopefully, fewer lost sections of filming. What is that? Oh, moving on. So, I've managed to fix my camera. Yes! Using a bit of a sander. Anyway, the whole point of getting some filming done tonight was that I've put virtually as final an edge on here as I fancy doing. I'll look around, I'll find some piece of paper to test this chunky blade. Don't worry, should be worth it. Hello, camera staying on, what a victory. So we are with a very large blade. Good enough for you. Okay, so there it is. Now what I've got to do now is these ribs, which is a hand filing thing. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a hemisphere, sort of semicircular scallop out of the handle to afford more grip. Now I've actually removed a lot more material from the centre belly. I'm putting that on there, and I considered it was too fat, so I've removed a fair bit, skimmed it all up nice and neat and tidy, and it's a lot more nimble in hand, but it's secure because of that back horn effect at the end there. Like that. Very nice. Managed to clean the choil out pretty nice. Handwork's great fun. So what I'm going to be doing now is all this hand file work on the handle with a round file. Now the design had two ridges between each of the pins. So yes, this one will come up and over, come to there, come to there, next one will be there, next one about there, about there, about there, and about there. Okay, so hopefully if I just drop it out, can we just see? Faint, just about. Okay, so those pencil lines are where I'm going to be running a round file. Only slightly labour intensive, Jimmy. It'll be worth it. So enough so I can actually feel those little ridges going in, and then by the time I sand them off and polish them out by wrapping some sandpaper around like that, I should be able to get the file marks out of the metal. I'll see you in a while. Appreciate the temper. Whoa! Oh! That feels awesome. Wessex Blades Tiger File handle. Now obviously it won't be quite as abrupt by the time I sand and finish that off. So that should feel quite organic. Now's a nervous bit. Let's see what it feels like. Oh, I'm not kidding you. That looks like a bloody tiger shark. Look at that. I think I'm going to stop with those. I had a feeling about this. That I want to keep low as it goes up, but those I don't want to go underneath. Yeah, that one goes a bit further, so I'll make that one go to about there, and I'll see what I think. It's nice and aggressive at the top. Don't know. I'll play with it a while, but as soon as I've done that bottom bit, that's it, it's committed. But that feels amazing. Oh, it feels amazing. I'm not going to have it quite as aggressive till I sand it down. Oh. Yeah, man. Badass. Playing around with the grips, I put it the other way around. It does feel great having the tiger file at the beginning of your fingers and the forefingers and the middle finger. So what I think I'll do is I'll carry the 2 on and leave the 1, if you understand where I'm going, and just have that one tail off to about there. I'll go for 2. So it's not in the crook of the finger there, crotch of the finger there. So they'll go round, but this one won't. That's one of those committed things, isn't it? Let it evolve and adapt. See, my finger at that hasn't got a groove, and that feels quite attractive. But I don't think anybody will want to do detail work with a groove in there. Here, yes, I'll stop with that one. That's what I'll do. Jimmy, calm down. I think I made the right decision there. I've not done the last one. That would have been right there. Grip. Action there. That's grip. Yes. Definitely the right move. So now what I've got to do is get sandpaper and just take the corners off of everything, and then sandpaper in all the grooves just to finish them off. See you, I don't know, hour and a half's time. kettle on of the ages yet. Oh, yeah, patient lot. Just come in, don't worry. Childproof cap. Parental advisory. This is nice porn, isn't it? I mean, this is just... Look at that. Bad boy. Guess what?